Sometimes in life, we find ourselves in a period of waiting, kind of in a quiet darkness. This is for those times. Think of it as a short guide for finding some meaning in that stillness, all inspired by this ancient human practice of just watching for the dawn.
Right? Before the big celebration, before the answers finally show up, there's this space, a quiet and really necessary silence. I think it's a feeling a lot of us know, that moment just before a real breakthrough.
And just before that moment of release, gosh, the anticipation is at its peak, isn't it? But that stillness, it's not empty. It feels full of potential, like a sacred pause right before everything is about to change.
And let's just acknowledge that. Whatever that darkness is for you right now, maybe it's uncertainty or grief or just a big transition, it's real. And being in it, well, that's part of the journey.
So, let's explore this experience, but let's do it through the lens of a really ancient tradition, the vigil. We're going to look at it not just as a religious thing, but as this powerful human metaphor for waiting with purpose, for holding on through the night.
The truth is, this feeling of waiting for light, it's universal. It's a human archetype. It's a story we have told ourselves for thousands of years, across so many cultures. So your personal vigil, whatever it is, connects you to this timeless human story.
I mean, just look at these incredible ancient myths. In Egypt, they believed the sun god Ra had to literally journey through the underworld every single night just to be reborn at dawn. Or in Mesopotamia, the goddess Inanna, she descended into darkness before she could return. These stories all point to the same core idea. The descent is real, the darkness is real, but it is never the final word.
And what's so cool here is how you can see this shared human grammar of renewal. It doesn't matter if it's a story of descent and return or a fire in the darkness, these themes pop up everywhere. It shows us that humanity has always believed that our own dark nights, grieving a loss, navigating some deep uncertainty, they aren't an end. They're a passage.
All right, so let's zoom in on two of the most powerful symbols that come from these traditions, fire and dawn. Let's see how they can actually offer us meaning while we wait.
Just think about a single flame in a huge dark space. Why does that have such power over us? Well, it taps into something totally primal. Fire has always meant safety, from predators, warmth from the cold, a place for community to gather. It's this tiny, bold declaration that even in the deepest night, life and spirit and connection, they endure. It's a promise that something is still alive.
And then, of course, there's the dawn. The rising sun is so much more than just the start of a new day. It is a universal symbol of hope. For ancient cultures, it was literally a cosmic victory over chaos. For us, it can be this powerful, daily reminder that loss is not the final word and that renewal is always, always possible.
This brings us to a really powerful concept. It actually comes from anthropology. It's this idea of the in-between space, that time when something profound is happening, even if on the surface it just feels like waiting. This is what you could call your liminal hour.
So here's the crucial point. That feeling of being in between, of not knowing what's coming next, it's not an empty void. Cultures all over the world have recognized this liminal space as a secret threshold, the very place where real transformation actually happens. It's that space between what was and what is yet to be.
And this, right here, is the invitation to reframe your own experience. That difficult period you might be in, it's not just some frustrating pause in your life. It is a potent, meaningful threshold. You are literally standing in a space of transformation.
So let's bring all this ancient wisdom into a simple, personal practice of stillness. Just a moment for you to connect with your own vigil right here and now.
First, let's just remember this. The true wisdom of keeping a vigil isn't about trying to rush the sunrise. It's about learning how to sit in the darkness, to embrace the waiting. Hope is something we watch for, patiently. It doesn't just arrive on command.
So, I want to invite you to just take a quiet moment with this question. Just for yourself. What is the darkness you find yourself in right now? Can you name it? Can you acknowledge it? Without any judgment.
And now, let's gently shift our focus. What is the light you're hoping for? What's the renewal, the change, the dawn that you're waiting to see? Let yourself really feel that hope.
And here is the final thought, the really profound reframe that these ancient traditions ultimately give us. The hope we're seeking isn't just some distant possibility. Its first light, It's already present, right now, even if we can barely see it.
See, the work isn't to force the sun to rise. It's to have the courage to recognize its first rays. The invitation for all of us is simply to notice that light and to begin gently to step into it.